You can retrain your body in just minutes a day. Today I'll show you 7 powerful movements to stay strong, mobile, and on your feet, no matter your age. Let me ask you something. Have you noticed it's harder to get up from the couch these days? Maybe you need to push off the armrest. Maybe you feel wobbly for a few seconds after standing. You're not alone. After age 65, your body begins to lose up to 3% of muscle every single year, unless you actively work to stop it. That means if you do nothing, you're losing strength every time you sit still. Every time you avoid movement because of pain. Every time you say, "I'm just getting old." But here's the truth. You're not just getting old. You're losing muscle. And muscle is life. Especially the muscles in your legs. Because when your leg muscles weaken, a chain reaction begins. You lose balance. You hesitate to take stairs. You start walking slower. You avoid walking altogether. You spend more time sitting. And the decline accelerates. Most people don't notice the change until it's too late. Let me share something most doctors won't tell you. Over 60% of adults over 70 can't stand up from a chair without using their hands. That sounds small, but it's a warning bell. It means your thigh muscles, your quadriceps, are already too weak to support your body weight on their own. It means your nervous system isn't firing the way it used to. And it means your risk of falling just skyrocketed. Now pause for a moment. Think about what one bad fall can do. A broken hip, weeks in the hospital, months of rehab. In many cases, people never fully walk again. And the worst part? This was preventable. The human body was never designed to stay still. But modern life tells seniors to take it easy, to rest, to sit, to slow down, and slowly, the body forgets how to move. You don't just lose muscle. You lose the neuromuscular connection, the communication between your brain and your muscles. It's like trying to call someone on the phone, but the line keeps dropping. Even if the muscle is there, the message from your brain doesn't get through. That's why even healthy seniors trip over nothing. That's why stepping off a curb suddenly feels like jumping off a ledge. That's why getting out of bed feels like climbing a mountain. It's not because you're clumsy. It's not because you're lazy. And it's not your fault. It's because your body quietly, slowly forgot how to walk strong. How to balance. How to catch itself when something goes wrong. But here's the good news. You can remind your body how to move. You can reactivate those pathways. You can rebuild strength even after 70. And it's easier than you think. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need to join a gym. You don't need to run or jump. All you need is a few smart daily movements, targeted, gentle exercises that wake up your body again. Because remember this, your body isn't broken. It's just asleep. And today we're going to wake it up. In just a moment, I'll show you 7 powerful movements you can do in your living room, in your slippers at your own pace. These movements are designed to strengthen your thighs, calves, hips, and ankles, improve your balance, rebuild coordination, and most importantly, help you stay independent and on your feet for years to come. But before we jump into the exercises, I want you to remember one thing. Movement is medicine. Even a few minutes a day can change everything. So stay with me. What you're about to learn could be the difference between walking with strength or facing years of struggle. You've still got so much life to live. Let's make sure your legs are ready to carry you there. Let me tell you a secret. When it comes to staying mobile after 70, your strength doesn't start in your legs. It starts in 3 key joints: your ankles, your knees, and your hips. These 3 areas form the base of every step you take. They control your balance, your stride, your ability to turn, stop, and stabilize. They are your body's internal GPS for movement. But here's the problem. As we age, these joints start to stiffen. Not overnight, but slowly, silently. Day by day. Year by year. And without proper movement, they begin to lock up. Your ankles lose their flexibility. Your knees become weak and unstable. Your hips tighten and limit your range of motion. This creates a dangerous chain reaction. Your body compensates. You start shifting weight unevenly. You stop lifting your feet high enough. You hesitate before stepping down. And suddenly, the ground feels more unpredictable. You become unsure, cautious, afraid. That's how falls happen. And most people don't even realize the warning signs. But now you will. Here are 3 red flags your body is already crying out for help. Number 1. You feel like you're losing momentum when stepping down a curb or stair. That brief panic, like your foot didn't land right. That's your ankle failing to support your weight properly. Number 2. You need to use your hands on the table, on the chair, to help yourself stand up. That's your knees and hips no longer able to lift you alone. They're begging for support they used to give automatically. Number 3. You can't balance on one leg for more than 10 seconds. Try it right now. If you wobble or have to put your foot down quickly, that means your balance system is offline. But don't worry. These aren't signs that you're broken. They're signs that you're out of practice. And just like a piano that hasn't been played, a little tuning, a little daily movement, can make your body sing again. You see, your ankles, knees, and hips are not just bones and joints. They are movement sensors. When you move them intentionally, just a few minutes a day, you reawaken the brain-body connection. You retrain the nerves. You re-educate your muscles. And most importantly, you rebuild trust in your body. Because it's not just about avoiding a fall. It's about feeling confident again when you walk. Turning without fear. Stepping down without grabbing the rail. Standing up tall, proud, strong. And that kind of confidence starts with waking up these 3 zones every single day. In the next section, I'll show you exactly how to do it. 7 simple movements that target your ankles, knees, and hips and bring life back to your steps. You don't need more time. You just need the right moves. Let's take back control, one joint at a time. Before we begin this part, I want to remind you, go slow. There's no need to rush. Your safety comes first. So make sure there's a sturdy chair nearby, or a wall to hold for balance. These exercises are simple, but they're powerful. Even small movements, when done daily, can rebuild your strength from the ground up. Let's begin. 1. Marching in place. Stand tall. Now slowly begin lifting one knee, then the other like you're marching in slow motion. Keep your back straight, arms relaxed. Feel your thighs engage. Your heart rate lift just a little. This movement activates your entire lower body and helps improve circulation. Start with 10 to 20 steps. Rest. Repeat if you can. 2. Heel-to-toe walk. This one may look easy, but don't be fooled. Stand near a wall or countertop for support. Now, walk in a straight line, placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other, like walking on a tightrope. Go slow. Focus on control. This movement trains your balance. stabilizes your ankles and helps prevent falls. Try taking 10 to 12 steps forward, then slowly turn around. 3. Sit to stand from a chair. Find a stable chair. Sit down with your feet flat, knees bent at 90 degrees. Now stand up without using your hands. Then slowly sit back down. This exercise strengthens your thigh muscles, glutes, and core, essential for daily activities like getting out of bed or off the toilet. Repeat 8 to 10 times, resting in between if needed. 4. Calf raises. Hold onto a chair or wall. Now slowly rise onto your toes. Pause for 1 second, then lower back down. Keep your movements steady and smooth. This helps strengthen your calf muscles, improve ankle flexibility, and give you more control when stepping off curbs or stairs. Aim for 10 to 12 repetitions. 5. Side leg raises. Stand tall. Hold onto a chair or wall for support. Now gently raise one leg out to the side. Not too high, just enough to feel the hip engage. Pause. Then lower slowly. Switch legs. This targets your hip muscles, which are critical for side-to-side movement and preventing falls from sudden shifts. Do 8 to 10 reps per side. 6. Ankle circles. Sit comfortably or stand if you prefer. Lift one foot slightly off the ground and gently make slow, controlled circles with your ankle. 5 circles clockwise. 5 counterclockwise. Then switch feet. This keeps your ankles flexible, helping prevent twists, sprains, and stumbles. 7. Standing hamstring curls. Stand behind a chair. Gently bend one knee, bringing your heel toward your glutes. Pause, then lower slowly. This strengthens your hamstrings, the muscles behind your thighs. Stronger hamstrings mean a more stable walk and better posture. Repeat 8 to 10 reps per leg. Now here's the best part. You don't need to do all of these at once. You can break them up morning and evening. Start with just 1 round a day, and if you feel good, work your way up to 2. What matters most is consistency, because every rep you do is an investment in your freedom, your strength, and your future. So take your time. Feel every movement, and know that with each step, you're not just moving your body, you're taking control of your life again. Now that you've seen the 7 daily movements, let's talk about what happens when you stick with them. Because the changes, they're not just physical, they're life-changing. In just 2 to 3 weeks, many people begin to notice something incredible. You stand up without thinking. You walk across the room without wobbling. You move more freely, more confidently, like the old version of you is slowly coming back to life. Your knees, they don't ache as much when you wake up. Your hips, they feel looser, like the stiffness that used to hold you back has started to melt away. And at night, you sleep better, because your body is finally working with you, not against you. But the real magic isn't just in your joints. It's in your mind. You start to feel proud. You start to trust your legs again. You don't hesitate when stepping out of bed, or going down the stairs, or walking to the mailbox. That fear that used to live in the back of your mind, the fear of falling, of being alone, of needing help, it begins to fade. You start saying yes to things again. Yes to going out with friends. Yes to meeting your neighbors. Yes to dancing at your granddaughter's wedding. Instead of sitting in the corner, watching life pass by. These movements, simple as they are, can give you back something most people don't talk about. Your dignity. Because nothing steals your spirit faster than needing help with things you used to do on your own. Getting out of a chair. Walking across the room. Tying your shoes. We don't notice how important these things are until they're gone. But the truth is they don't have to be gone. Not if you move every day. Not if you stay consistent. Not if you start now. You see, every time you lift your foot, every time you rise from a chair without using your hands, every time you balance on one leg, even for just 5 seconds, you're telling your body, I'm not done yet. And your body listens. It adapts. It rebuilds. It begins to trust itself again. And so do you. You don't need to feel like a burden. You don't need to sit on the sidelines. You can walk into the world with strength and grace. At 70, 80, or even 90. Because age isn't the enemy. Inactivity is. And the moment you decide to move every day, with purpose, you take back control. So if you've been looking for hope, if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. Your legs still remember. Your balance can come back. Your confidence can return. All it takes is the first step. Let me leave you with a story. My grandmother was 73. Still sharp. Still funny. She lived alone in the same house she'd raised her children in. She made her own tea every morning, hung laundry on the balcony, tended to her little herb garden with pride. But one rainy afternoon, she slipped on the kitchen floor. Just one fall. Just one wrong step. Her hip broke. She was in the hospital for weeks, then months in bed. And after that, things were never the same. She couldn't walk without help. She needed a walker. She lost her confidence. She stopped going outside. And the hardest part? She stopped being herself. The sparkle in her eyes, the fierce independence, the quiet strength. It all faded. And you know what still haunts me? If she had known these 7 simple movements, if she had taken just 5 minutes a day to wake up her body, she might still be dancing around her kitchen, still making her famous soup, still walking proud. That's why I made this video. Not to impress, not to scare, but to protect. To protect someone else's grandmother, someone's father, someone who deserves to walk, live, and move freely without fear. So if you're listening now, and you're over 65, or you love someone who is, please hear this. One small action today can protect your freedom tomorrow. These movements don't take hours. They don't require equipment. They don't demand perfection. They just require you to show up gently and move every day. With intention, with love for your future self. Because every time you move, you're not just strengthening muscles, you're building a shield against the hospital, against the wheelchair, against that moment when independence slips away. You're building a bridge back to confidence, back to community, back to joy. So I have one simple request. Megaphone start today. Even if it's just one movement, even if it's just 5 minutes, just begin. And please share this video with someone you care about. Someone over 65. Someone who deserves the chance to stay strong. Because that 1 minute you take to send it, that one little click, might be the most important gift you ever give them. A gift of strength, of safety, of freedom. Because falling is not just an accident. It's a warning sign. And now you know how to prevent it. So let's act. Let's move. Let's protect what matters most. Your legs. Your home. Your freedom. They're worth fighting for. And it all begins right now. If you found this helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Click the share button and send this video to a parent, a grandparent, a friend over 65. Sometimes all it takes is one small reminder to start moving again, and one small habit to avoid a life-changing fall. Subscribe for more life-saving tips, and don't forget to turn on the bell so you never miss a chance to protect your health. Because growing older is natural, but losing your strength? That's optional. Start today because every step forward is a step toward freedom.